Y'all know who this is. It's your boy MC from MCTV. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. We on our road to 2,000. Y'all know what it is. This is how we gonna start this morning up. So, first of all, I hope y'all are having a good day. Starting my new job. Things are going great. Things are going well. You got to stay positive. But let's talk about Oscar Valdez, right? So, Shakur Stevenson. That's who Valdez calls out because before Valdez moved up, Shakur was right in his bracket with him, and Shakur's been calling him out ever since. Like, that's all Shakur's been calling out is Oscar Valdez. So, Oscar Valdez really feels that Shakur Stevenson does deserve that fight. And he says he has a winning mindset when he steps in the ring. He knows he's going to win. And so he feels that same way about Shakur Stevenson, and he feels that he's going to defeat Shakur Stevenson and get a 30-0 record. He's sitting at 29-0, which I will say and I must say is highly impressive. I'm impressed by that record. I like this. A nice, clean 29-0. He can definitely make it a 30-0. But so Davis, he isn't going to 125 or 126 or 120. The man's staying either at 135, 130, or at least going up. It's going to be something like that. It's not going to be no 126. That's something else that I found out. And so let's keep this on boxing right now. Let's talk about Adrian Broner versus Santiago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Adrian Broner. You know, he made his way back into the ring. It's a beautiful thing. You know, but I really would like to say he was a bit rusty. But I would like to see him take the training camp more seriously and get back to his old roots. I heard that he was a multiple division world champion. He had titles and stuff. If Adrian Broner was capable of getting all those championships and titles and stuff, he's got to have that champion, you know what I'm saying, mindset and drive. So I know he's got it in him, and I can't bear to believe that he's really washed up. I think he's got potential, and I would really like to see what he truly has to offer. Just like Shakur Stevenson. I think he's already proven himself, but to the whole world, he's so young, and he's got so many more fights to go. He could show the entire world what he's capable of. So, I mean, these guys got a lot of potential that we're talking about here. So let's see what's next. Let's talk about Devin Haney. Easter Jr. says he will fight Haney at 140. But as we know, Haney's in the talks with a lot of different boxers about who he's going to fight. You know, his mandatory is Ryan Garcia. And there's just so many people coming at Haney or ducking Haney at the same time. It makes it really difficult to see who Haney's really going to be facing. And this makes me move on to Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. How do y'all feel about Manny Pacquiao potentially going to get $40 million in a fight against Crawford, whereas Crawford would only get $10 million? Do y'all think that's unfair, or do y'all think it should be more of an even split? I know Pacquiao's a bigger name. He pulls bigger numbers, but he's a pretty washed-out fighter, and on top of that, if that fight does happen, he lost his belt. So Crawford would be fighting a beltless guy. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But we're not done with the news yet. Might just have to make a separate video because some of this stuff is for the UFC. But to all my boxing fans out there, shout out to the LDBC. And shout out to my brothers and sisters across the globe. Shout out to Charlo. He's undefeated. Something else into boxing news. We're going to talk about Clarissa Shields. Don't forget, March 5th, FightTV.com. Y'all know what it is. Do not miss Clarissa T-Rex Shields. You know she's going to dominate. It's going to be another win on her record, and I think she's going to make history again by breaking a world record. You know how Clarissa Shields does it. Next on our boxing news, right around the corner, we all know what it is. Cahell no. You know what I'm saying? Cahell no Alvaroid. You know what I'm saying? Clenbuterol King. You know what I'm saying? The man who just can't stop taking Clenbuterol. And the system and the establishment is in love with him, raising the levels that he can have in his system just so he can keep taking that shit. The Clenbuterol King, Cahell no Alvaroid. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's going to face off against Yildirim. Y'all know I don't really like Yildirim like that. No slight against the boxer. He's just not that great. I don't believe he deserves to get thrown into the mix of the LDBC or the top tier opponents. You know, what has he really done to prove himself? Yildirim is a good fighter, but talking about Canelo being the best in the world in the face of boxing and the pound for pound king, hell no, Yildirim doesn't even dare deserve to be in that same breath, if that's the case. So yeah, I'm not really too interested in that Yildirim fight, but if Yildirim were to win, that'd be a hell of an upset. That's all I can say about that. Now, also with Devin Haney, real quick, you know, there was talks about him facing Jorge Linares. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about that too? That's what I got for boxing right now. Don't forget, I represent the Bomb Squad. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Y'all know Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua is not taking place. because of the arbitration that Deontay Wilder has enacted. So, yeah, all that Fury Joshua, I was right about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not set in stone. There's no date. You can't look up a date and say, oh, it's going to go on this date of this month of this year. That shit's not even there yet because it hasn't happened. Y'all are just hoping. Subscribe to MCTV. I'll be back at y'all with another one.